Hello. It is a beautiful evening, right? Are you sleepy, tired, right? Your butt is itchy? Thank you for giving me this opportunity to present myself here on this special day. My name is Hana So, a Star Master from Sydney Success Center. Thank you so much. Can you try smile? When you smile, you can live longer, right? Because when you are smile, your brain think you are happy. So they expose endorphin in your brain, right? So just pretend you are smile. I look at who is not smiling. So you don't want to live longer? Yes, okay. I hope you guys smiling when I doing speeches. So I give you gift, live longer, right? Okay. Don't forget, open your eyes. The past several years have been like a dream. However, it was not me who was able to get here this place alone, but with you, who were with me every step of the day. I would like to express my deepest gratitude to everyone who has been with me and to the Atomy Oceania. In Australia, 10,000 a month is not a large income, right? However, this income is not a laboring income, but an income through a system. I do not have to commute to work every day. I can travel all year long and still earn this income. Even if I die, it is an asset that can be passed on to my children for up to 3 generations. How amazing is this? Can you smile for your future? I have been living in Sydney for 20 years. I'm an ordinary housewife with 3 children. At the first migration, I have worked in various jobs: pharmacies, bakery, interior design, designer and restaurant, and paintings, etc. Through this, I realized that I was doing work that was exchanging my time and money. My body was getting weaker, and I feel the limit that could be set as a result of laboring income. One day, my mother in South Korea phoned me. She said that there was a really good quality product. You should try. I tell my mom, yes, mom, you go ahead and try yourself. I'm not interested. Then about a year later, a friend contacted me who hadn't been in touch for over 20 years. But since she was on a business trip in Sydney, she asked me, let's catch up for a meal together. In the end, she ended up staying at my house for the last 2 days of her business trip. Since Atomy's product was so famous and were often sold out, she was looking for a factory in Australia that is considered one of the clean countries to do ODM. I went to the factory, and then while waiting for her at the factory, I also even got attend the company meeting in the factory facility. I'm South Korean, but this was the first time hearing about Atomy. During that meeting, they introduced Atomy's skincare and healthcare product and asked if they could make it like this, or talk about how many products are being sold frequently. And the Australian factory CEO is smiling big for bright future. And they were talking about omega-3. They talk about the raw materials omega-3, and my friend told the factory CEO, Atomy use Alaska omega-3 as a raw material. The Australian factory CEO was surprised and said, wow, you guys using really expensive ingredient. Usually other brands use blah, 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 something else little bit lower grade than Alaska because it's too expensive from Alaska. And he said this and that, da, da, da. And when I heard that Australian factory CEO says that, I'm so shocked. Because I used to sell Australian health food to South Korea, of course, I thought Australian healthcare food is the best in the world. While I was sending this Australian product to South Korea, I always wondered, where is the ingredient came from? But there was no company that clearly stated it. Most healthcare products said made in Australia with imported ingredient. I was especially curious about the raw materials of omega-3 because the ocean was polluted by Japanese radiation leak. Of course, I thought expensive healthcare products were good, but I was surprised to hear that Atomy's raw material were from Alaska. Using more expensive ingredients, less price. Since that, I have been researching and finding out more about this company. Must be something behind. It's a scam. Where did I find it? VOD, YouTube. I first compared the ingredient, contents, and price of the product. I was so surprised every time, every product. Let's learn more about our product. Most of the products of the same quality have 2-3 times more contents. That they are 2-3 times less price. In the meantime, many people talk about hemoheme. And the DDs talk about our EGF, how good is that, the collagen and things, right? If you see this, if you just Google by yourself, and then type an EGF ingredient to skincare, how much are they? But you go deep in there, how much are they? The actual ingredient to EGF is they have a really tiny bit, only 10 ppm, or if they are a little bit expensive, 50 or 100 ppm. But our absolute skincare, their EGF is over 300,000 ppm. That's why when people use our product, their face changes. Okay. In the meantime, many people also on the video, they talk about hemoheme and Atomy's chairman's bug in many videos. I felt warm in my heart while watching the chairman's video. I could feel his sincerity in wanting to make many people reach and spread the gospel through the video. I remember crying while watching the video. I thought that working in a company like this would be rewarding, whether things went or not. And I met him. Love of my life. Whoever I meet, I'm telling them about him. He's so good for everyone. I really want to share my him with everyone. I'm so confident talking about him because I research about him a lot. Before, when I got cold, I get sick for 1 or 2 months. And then after I meeting him, I became healthy, young, and energetic. Sometimes I feel like my memory also has improved. Thanks to that, I think I was able to work harder and without getting tired. I remember the first Atomy seminar attended 6 years ago. I was not good at driving back then, and I didn't know the way, and on top of that, I went alone with so much difficulty. But when I finally arrived at seminar, I remember I arriving just as it's all over. So sometimes when our seminar finishes, come in, right? That's me. After that, I tried to attend many seminars by myself because many successful people said that consistently attending the seminar was the secret to success. If you attend the seminar meetings without fail, you will definitely be standing here. Time is equal to everyone. The result will definitely come back to me in proportion to the time I invested. Time does not lie. We are all given the same 24 hours a day. How much time do you invest a business that earns over 100,000 a month? I'm very simple. So once I believe in something, I believe and follow with all my heart until the end. However, I'm not the type of to believe easily from the beginning. I'm a little bit picky, very skeptical. The hardest part for me was convincing myself. However, when I looked into compare the company's product every time, I was always really impressed by the result. Why and how do they sell such a good product, so reasonable, less than others? Why is that? I will give you keys. First, the owner of the company is a Christian and very kind. Or second, the owner of the company is smart. What is the correct answer? The company has grown to this point based on the simple principle that if the product is reasonable and very good, people will gather and the company will succeed. The people who are part of this work will also inevitably succeed together. At first, I mainly watched the lecture of the chairman Bob. So when the chairman told me to write a life scenario during his lecture, I wrote my life scenario right away. At that time, my goal was become an imperial master who would receive over 120,000 a month within 4 years. Dream big, okay? I really like the fact that I would be given a driver, personal assistance, if I became an imperial master. And there are many parents in Australia who are just like an Uber driver for their children or grandchildren. I was same. So I kept bragging that I would be given a driver and receive over $120,000 per month if I become imperial master at Atomy. And my friend said, "You are so naive. Do you believe that?" And they told me, "You will give up very soon." Despite that, I was just an agent member at the time, not a sales master. But I felt like I had become an imperial already. Those friends says nowadays, "How did you do that?" I know you would do it. When you don't give up and continue to succeed, your self-esteem can be regained 100 times more. I received my first commission of $70 in 1 month, and that money was so big and precious to me. That 1 month, I woke up at 6 a.m. and packed the lunchbox, sent the kids to school, and worked until midnight. Often past 1 or 2 in the morning. You might think this is labor exploitation or madness crazy, 1 month only for $70 in Australia. How come? When I got my first commission, I saw a 1% of glimmer of hope, maybe 0.1%. Maybe I could really become an imperial master. With that first commission, I sponsored a child. I can't forget that night I made that decision. The sense of responsibility was so heavy. I had a reason to work harder to support the child until the end. There was lots of opposition. My closest family, friends were against me. Even my mother, who wanted me to try things, was against it. She told me, just use the product, don't do the business. She told me, just focus on raising your children. There was many people predict my future. You will give up in 6 months or 1 year. Those words were quite painful for me. And many people said that the business was already finished. Some people said that the Atomy has already been swept through Australia. But I don't care what they said, because I felt like I would definitely become an imperial master earning $120,000 a month if I don't give up. Even if there was just 1% or 0.1% hope, I want to live the life I dreamed of and the life that before I die. I have no experience in network marketing or any other business. So I just followed what the successful people said at Atomy. I thought that was the shortcut to success. I didn't really listen to the criticism and word of my family or friends who didn't know about Atomy. They think they know about Atomy, but they don't know. If they really know about Atomy, they should be sitting here, right? It's more than 100 million business. It makes not only for myself success, but also all of your partner become success together. I watched the 8 steps of success video, set my dream and goal, made a determination, and made a list and invitation. That same night, I was so passionate about sharing this company. I texted everyone I know at midnight. I sent a video of Atomy CEO to people I haven't talked to in a year or 6 months. All of a sudden telling them about this amazing company. So the people who got the message that night out of the blue never respond to me. They never contact me again. One friend wrote me a very long letter about why you should never do this business. If you are a little bit crazy, it hurts when someone rejects you. But if you are really crazy, it doesn't hurt when someone rejects you. I think that's what happened to me. I missed out on many connections because of my lack of experience and hasty mind. Even now, when I think about it, I feel like I was too hasty and embarrassed. They say that a baby fell over 3,000 times from birth until they can walk. Even after falling over 3,000 times, if they keep trying, they will eventually be able to walk well and run. We learned a lot through mistake. If you make a mistake and stop, it is a failure. But if you get up and try again, it is not over yet. I started to think about how I can effectively communicate this product and introduce this business to the people. First, I send a message. Hello, how are you? long time no see, and wait for them to reply. Finally, I got a reply for 1 or 2 out of 100 people. I'm very nervous and excited. That person I met a year ago and borrowed a Korean children's book from, and she finally replied. She answered, "I'm fine. By the way, who are you?" I tell her we met a year ago and I suggested that we have a cup of coffee together. And we met at a coffee shop. And while talking, I put some filling gel on the back of her hands. Then I met her again, visited her house, and gave her a facial. I visited her often after that. In fact, I had nowhere else to go. She wasn't very interested about Atomy, but she was always cheerful and kind. Then by chance, she went to South Korea, attended a seminar, and learned about Atomy's vision. For her, who loved to travel, this Atomy business that can be done anytime, anywhere, in any country with just a mobile phone, was a business item she was looking for. At first, my house was the meeting place. I decorated my house with a product like a center and invited people to cook and do facials. Then I set up a center in a garage of Sarah's house. She was kind and let me use her garage for free. The garage looked so scary and horrible. Actually, I decorate it like a center by putting up lights, painting, and adding more items. However, there was always customers who came to work at the center earlier than myself. There are lots of ants and giant spiders. When I first had a meeting, I was surprised. When a big spider came out during the middle of the meeting, I was so embarrassed and ashamed. When it rained so much someday, that half of the center was submerged in water. So I had to throw away all the product and home appliances. I remember digging with Sarah in the rain to clear the waterway in front of the center midnight of rainy day. I'm grateful to Sarah for helping me digging in the rain that day. And it remains a beautiful memory. And every day, every rainy day, I woke up, started with a worry about the center. I'm not a very good driver, so I received many fines, got into many car accidents, and almost had my drive license suspended. Don't talk when you are driving, no phone call. In the end, my car broke down in the middle of the road, in the middle of the night, and was scrapped. I almost had a major accident, but I'm thankful that I'm safe. One day, I asked my mom, "Mom, I have so many car accidents and trouble. Could it be a sign from God telling me not to do this business?" At that time, my mother, who was against my business, answered, "Don't blame God for your negligence and mistake. It cost at least $20,000 to $60,000 to open a restaurant or cafe. When I invested, what I invested was my time, passion, and all the daily necessity that I had to use anyway. So I switched to Atomy. I knew that just using this company's product would save me money, and because I had learned a lot about this product. I had another brand of omega-3 at home in the beginning, but I didn't want to eat it. And I couldn't give it away because I don't want it. So I just keep it and end up throwing away when the expiry date is over. What is the most important thing in the world? Can you ask yourself, what is most important thing in the world? It's you. It's yourself are the most important, right? These days, if you do it wrong, you can live to be over 120 years old. Why? Medical technology has advanced, so it is hard to die easily. Hospital will somehow keep you alive. If you live to be over 100 years old, but you are lying in bed and cannot walk, cannot eat or talk on your own, is that really a happy life for you and your family? That's why I think your health is the most important. And this company focusing on the first priority is your health, organic and natural ingredient. So when I delivering the product, Atomy's, for example, Atomy's eye lutein. Our eye retains 30 mils of organic lutein per day. It costs $61, 3 months. However, a very good American brand, it costs $59 per month. Only have a 10 mil a day. Atom is 6 times more efficient. You can benefit from just switching the product. So I say to use only what you need. And if you keep using, you will get the bonus. All my connections were cut off and I had no one to meet. So I went around the shopping centers, handing out flyers and giving out vitamins and becoming friends with the shop owners. Even though I had no one to meet, I pretend to be very busy and that everything going very well. Then I met other people I met someone who are handling out another flyer at the shopping center. In the beginning, she had no interest in the business. She said, Atomy products are too cheap and there's no way to make money to selling them. I told her, let the people know that you also selling Atomy product. At the time, she was selling very expensive product. That would make a profit if she sold one. It wasn't sold well because it's too expensive. She started to tell her customer about Atomy product as well. Because the Atomy price is so lovely, people are comfortable ordering a lot of different products frequently. Many people place an order with easy and she gets a cashback multiple times, which makes her interest in this business. One day, she got into a car accident and her car was scrapped and she was badly injured. But she couldn't go to the hospital because she didn't have a PR, permanent residence. When I got her home, her husband also had another accident and was lying at home very long time. I gave her hemohim. I told her to take 6 of them a day. The next day, she told me that she slept a lot at night. The bruise on her chest went down and her body felt little lighter. A few days later, she gave me a letter and asked me to tell her what the letter said. The letter said that she had not paid for her rent for 6 months and that she should leave the house. I thought myself, God, "Why are you doing this to me?" I can't read this one to her. You know her situation. This is like giving her a death sentence. Can I help her succeed in such a difficult situation by working with her? I remember crying on the way home. And I do my best to commute to her place almost every day instead of my own center. I wanted to make her succeed no matter what. She's also very diligent and smart and passionate. Our Sharon Rose Master, Sky. I met Jessie through Sarah. She was running her own daycare center. She was making about $10,000 a month, but she had to work very hard every day, late into the night, without a day off for 10 years. When her husband's business failed, she had to work even harder to pay off his debt. When she was feeling hopeless, Sarah told her to introduce Atomy products to people who use them anyway. She shared and introduced Atomy products. She loved the Atomy product and had been using them for over a year, so she has a faith and trust of the product. After seeing Atomy's vision, which allows her to continue her business even when she was traveling, she closed her well-run daycare center. She said she loved the freedom of the time that she had with the Atomy business. Now, Sarah, Sky, and Jessie are Sharon Rose Master. Not only that, many of our partners have become Sales Master, Diamond Masters, and Sharon Rose Masters. It is not just myself who succeed, but my people, many people can become successful together. I'm very grateful to be part of our team and enjoy watching us grow together. Everything is like a dream and a miracle. When I started Atomy, I had run this journey desperately to survive. Even though I had nothing, despite many obstacles, and now I'm trying to speed up and run harder, but with much joy. This is possible because you are with me, something I could never have done alone. I became the Star Master in April and invest the profit I have earned from Atomy to make the team successful faster and be able to retire early. I moved right next to Epping Station. That's my center. The new center is really fortunate because there are no ants or no spider. In the past, when it rains, I worried all night that the center would be reeking with the water again. But now I can enjoy the sound of the rain. Since I invested in the center, I come to the center early in the morning, stay until the evening. I remember what the chairman Bach had said. If you invest 100,000 in Atomy, everyone will succeed very quickly. I understood what he meant. Even though I'm a Star Master, I still handling out flyers. When I have a time, I'm working hard and enjoy that moment. It is difficult to change the shape of the eye, nose, and mouth, but it is very easy to make your skin beautiful. We use this absolute skincare to take care of ourselves, create the bling bling skin, and taking hemohim, become healthy, which is the basic of our business. These days, people spend lots of money and time on their skin and health, but we use world best product to improve our skin and become healthy and even make money. Atomy is seen as such as a simple thing that many people do not see its true potential. They think that they can skip the next seminar or the next meeting because they think they know enough. However, simple things are the most important. Attending seminars and other meetings without missing them, using products every day, it's like a drop of water falling continuously onto a rock, which will eventually pierce the rock. However, many people often put it off because it doesn't cost much money and it's too easy. How desperately do you want to be successful about your precious life and about your loved one? I love my children. Everyone does. But how can I love someone who is not my family? I learned a lot about love while doing Atomy. In 1 Corinthians chapter 13, if I speak in the tongue of men and of angels, but do not have a love, I'm like noisy brass or cleaning drum. And then it says that love is patient and kind. Love does not envy. Love does not parade itself. It is not puffed up, does not behave rudely, does not seek its own, is not provoked, thinks no evil, does not rejoice in iniquity, but rejoice in the truth, bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. I didn't understand why is it said that love is patient. There are many things to endure as you meet many people and deal with many partners. There are many times when you get hurt. There are also many times when you have to hold back what you want to say. It's not easy, but it's worth it more than anything else. They said that the cold, the winter, and the hotter the summer in South Korea, the tastier the fruit. The journey of the past several years, I think the various experiences have come back as such as a sweet fruit. My greatest asset is you. I just went one step ahead of you. It's your turn to stand on this stage next. You can even surpass me. That's the beauty of this company's compensation plan. I will work even harder together to make you all Readers Club. I'm grateful to the Atomy Oceania, who is always kind and does their best for us. My sponsors in South Korea, who work hard, and my children and family. And here you are, true angels. Thank you so much, everyone. Almost. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is mystery. Today is gift. That's why we call it present. Of course, we will succeed in this system. I hope you feel the day given to us as gift every day with gratitude, prayer, and positive attitude. Our journey to success will also be valuable and beautiful. I hope you all have a beautiful evening and that your life changing beautifully. So, are you still smiling? Thank you so much.